Hey guys, this is Pitmarthroy. I just made this video to let you know that Fire Emblem is cancelled. I'm just kidding. We're actually going to keep doing it. I just did that to freak you guys out. Actually, I know I haven't done this in a while, so that's probably why. I know a lot of people, well, not a lot, but you know, a few people are like, when are you actually going to start that up again? Because I know it's been a while, and yeah, it has been a while. Alright, I think I put this in the, not the annotations, the description, but this next level is not going to be fun at all. Why? Because if you've played Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, you will remember this level quite well, because it was annoying, and it's just as annoying now. So yeah, we got the bridge level coming up, and I know it's not going to be fun at all, or even close. The only difference between the bridge level now and the bridge level on Path of Radiance is, in Path of Radiance, you start on the right-hand side and you go to the left, and it's whenever you're taking out one of the 4 riders of Day and the one with the flame lance, the girl, I don't remember what her name is. Except this time you're starting on the left and you're going to the right, and you're facing the Dain army still. So yes, Ike's been made the leader. I think we went over this already. They also give you Ragnell back, as I also mentioned that as well, so you're going to get Ragnell. Ragnell is a weapon blessed by the goddess. It cannot break. It has a range of 1 and 2, and it's powerful either way. So Ragnell's a good sword. You cannot sell the Atard, so if you wasted it already, it's not really that big of a deal anymore. Because while it is a good sword, since you can't sell it, it's kind of unimportant. So, you know, you can't really do anything with it. Now, of course, obviously, you can sell the iron sword that he starts out with at the very beginning, but my point is, you know, if you used up the Atard, it might hinder you for a few levels, but once you get here, it's not going to matter anymore. You also cannot sell a Mist's Floret weapon either, but you probably already realized that. So yes, the dreaded bridge level's made its return, and yes, it does still have that problem that I'm sure many of you remember, and we'll get into it, because I know it's going to happen at least once. I don't know where all the squares are. Alright. Now, while I don't want Sigrun or Tanith here, unfortunately, I'm going to have to keep them. So I don't get much of a choice there, I'm sorry. Now, if you leveled up any of your flying units pretty well, like, you know, Marcia, or Janalf, or Ulki, or, who else is there? I think that's it, really. Or, obviously, Har, which hopefully you leveled him up because he's a great unit. Let's see, I don't want to use Oscar, really. I could use Leith, I guess. Why not? She's gonna stay in the back, though. But yeah, this level's got issues. I don't like it. I'm sorry. If that bugs anybody, I don't like it. It's a bad level. That's my opinion. And I'm sure probably most of you will agree, because I don't know anybody that actually likes this level. So let's go ahead and start. That guy's got some creepy eyebrows. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to move Tanith and Sigrun back here. I know they can carry your units over the holes, but I don't really like to do that, so we're not going to worry about it. So the first thing you'll start out with is, I think right here is where the bridge actually starts. And there's not really any problems just yet with it. There will be, don't worry. If by some miracle you were actually worrying that, oh man, there's not a problem with this map. Yeah, there's a problem with this map. A big problem. Whenever you have Ragnell, it's not actually going to equip it for you, so make sure that you equip it, because as you can see, 39, 45, much stronger. Ragnell's hits higher, so you want to make sure that that's actually equipped, and don't accidentally hit, you know, weight whenever it's not equipped. So I just thought I'd make a really brief note of that. Yeah, let's go ahead and use up the hammer, I guess. We're going to put him right there. I don't think Rolf will get hit, though. His evasion's very good, as we've already seen multiple times, but I don't want to risk it, so I definitely don't want to risk losing Khalil by accident. And while Leith could probably kill most of the people without much trouble, whenever she's not shifted, then yeah, she's not going to be very much help. You know, in all honesty, I do admit that I hate on this map a lot, like this specific one, because it is annoying and you will see why. But one thing I gotta say about it is I really love the fact that, like, they balance the units. It's not like all swords masters, all fighters, all mages. They did a really good job about balancing it out. I have to admit, they did a very good job in that aspect. And I do apologize, by the way, if I have not been working on this for a while. I know I haven't been working on it for a while. I had my chapter of Paper Mario come, my second chapter of 3, because some of you know that I had that kind of a breakish area where I did chapter 1 of Paper Mario and the prologue as well, and then I had a break during chapter 2, but then I had chapter 3 again. Fortunately, there won't be another break like that for a while, because the last chapter I have is chapter 8, which is, you know, the Bowser battle, so. And I also know, for those of you that watch that channel, that Luigi Taco, which is the next guy playing it, he's on vacation, so, in Utah, and his dad won't let him record because, I don't know. I know his mic has issues and he has to talk really loud when he says that. Like, I'm just talking normal voice here. It's not, you know, something horrible. The point is he can't record, so don't expect that for a little while, unfortunately. Alright, so, basically whenever you start out this map, I'm just going to kind of go through the map and then I'll talk about, you know, actually interesting stuff. Because I know it is a walkthrough or / let's play, and the idea is to tell you how to play through it. At the beginning, it's not going to seem that bad, because, you know, you just take out, like, a few units. The rest of them aren't going to move. There are a few ballista, but they're mostly, or they're all stone. So they're not too bad. Your boss is a level 17 warrior, but he uses a crossbow. A supposedly really good one, but I'd never found it that strong. And then we'll get into the problem when I actually run into it, because I know I will. Probably on this turn. If not, fairly close to this turn. Can he throw? He can. See, Boyd is like, whenever he classes up from, like, he already starts out as a warrior. Once he classes up, he gets really good. It's kind of like Soren and Path of Radiance. Alright, yeah, the holes are back. They're evil, they're annoying, and they're just flat out unhelpful. So whenever you get to about right there, Tabarn and 2 other, you know, random units will show up, and also Leanne. Immediately you're going to want to move Leanne back as far as you can, because obviously if she gets in the way, well, not in the way, but if she stays too far forward, she can get hit pretty easily, and if they get hit, you know they're going to die. But yeah, those holes are all over the map, and they're very annoying. I know they're annoying, guys. Don't think I don't think they're annoying. They are annoying. I cannot stress them enough, because what they do is, the person that you moved, they cannot move again, and they can't do anything at all until the next turn. And then after you get out of the holes, people can't pass over that spot unless they're a flying unit like, you know, Har or somebody like that. So, you know, if there are enough holes in here, you can potentially not get any of your units across. I'm assuming that's what they have Sigrun and Tanith for, so you can carry your units across by, you know, rescuing them. You know, just put them up next to him, hit rescue, and then fly across, and then hit drop. But since I don't use either one of these units, then it's, you know, just, yeah. It's not a fun map. As for Tabarn, no, he's not going to get killed. If he gets killed, I will be surprised. Very, very surprised. The other 2 units, they might get killed. I don't know. I'm probably going to move them back after this turn. I just kind of want them to, you know, get a few of the units out of the way so Nephany doesn't take too much damage. But other than that, you know, they're just, you know, regular Phoenix units, not anything special. So now we can actually talk about something other than the board map. I will try to keep it Fire Emblem-ish, but I can't guarantee it. I don't know where my mind will take me. It will probably take me on a mystical journey to, I don't know. I'm just making stuff up now. And yes, if they are in the hole, they will guaranteed to be hit. Now, if it doesn't do any damage, it's not a problem, but they will get hit no matter what. If it says no damage, it means they got hit, it just didn't do any damage. If they don't get hit, it's a miss, which you probably already realized that, but I'm just stating the obvious for those of you that are just joining us and are like, what am I doing? Even though we're in part 3, almost in part 4. As you probably figured out on my other file that I had down there, I was kind of working side by side with it. I'm in part 4 of that now. And there are 13 chapters to this. I did check. I'm pretty sure it's 13, unless it's 14, but I'm pretty sure it's 13. Actually, yeah, it might be 14, I don't know. But I know it's not 12. I know for a fact it's not 12. Because I know there's at least 2 more levels after this. And they're both really fun. One of them's pretty hard, but it is a lot of fun. And that's probably why I like it, because even on easy difficulty, it's a pretty good challenge. Now, these things that they're laying on the ground, those little yellowish circles of light, we've actually seen that item before, but we never saw it in action. That's the shine barrier, if you remember that from, like, part 1. That guy had the shine barrier, and we stole it from him with Soth. This is what they do, is your unit cannot pass over that. Now, if they are a flying unit, obviously they can just go around it, but, you know, like this one right here, it prevents you from crossing over here. Now, unfortunately, this enemy unit is an idiot, because does that prevent him from getting hit? No. Now, they do go away after a while. I'm not sure how long it is, but I do know that they will go away eventually. And it's not whenever you kill the person that used it. It's just, at some point, it will go away. So I actually had a pretty good time this morning anyway, because I got to play Brawl with, what was his YouTube username? Big Boo Kid 6242, something like that. He's on my subscriber list, so if you see him, you'll know him. But that was a lot of fun to do. I was playing against him, his little brother, and at some point somebody joined the game. I don't know who that was, just somebody that joined. And there was actually one really funny point. I felt kind of bad after I did it, because it was kind of mean, but it was really funny, though, at the same time. Because basically what happened is Ike was using Great Ether, which is, you know, his final smash and brawl. And he hits him up into the sky and does a whole bunch of sword slashes, and then he goes down, you know, kind of like, you know, just drops down and makes a huge explosion and all. And basically what happened was... Oh yeah, this guy's a rescue staff, which will take any unit and put it next to them. Just thought you ought to know that. I'm gonna kill him now, though, so it won't matter. But basically, it was me, and I'm assuming it was his brother. I think it was his brother. It might have actually been him, but we just kind of stood there and watched, and right as Ike came down, I grabbed him and threw him up into it. And he got hit by the final part where it explodes, and it killed him, but it was pretty mean, but I thought it was also pretty funny at the same time. Which I know is a horrible thing to say, but it was pretty funny, I think. And I forgot to switch those guys to target, but oh well. Because, you know, with typical other units, well, not, these are partner units, my bad. As with typical partner units, they're going to steal your EXP. Unfortunately, they are EXP hogs. One thing about Har, by the way, is the light mages, while they're not as deadly as thunder mages, since they do have the best accuracy, they can still hit him fairly easily. And also, there is a very, I think it's either this guy or this guy. Yeah, there's this mage right here, Sage, I'm sorry, he has Arc Thunder, and he is annoying, so make sure you don't let Har get hit by that, because if he does, he's going to lose a lot of HP. Alright, so that's actually all the time we have, so I will see you in the next part. This bridge thing will probably be 3 segments long, unfortunately.